Hi there. This is a little more detailed look at what I was showing on the other video for the crocheted shoulder cape. And I showed this way on the model yesterday when I did that one. And so I've got this turned over now to the way that one would be crocheting it. And this is just a little knot tied to hold it while I was bouncing around with it yesterday. And I have the camera next to me, and I'm kind of leaning over it and looking into it so that I don't go off camera. So this is going to be a little more awkward than my usual crochet style, but survivable, I think. Okay, so now I'm back with the yarn on my hook. And I'm going to make a double crochet into this last stitch that I didn't use. Now it may look like this is this one, but it isn't, okay? So if you look over here, here's a double and a double. Here's the chain coming out of this one. This one is coming out of this one. So that means we've got one guy here not doing anything useful. So I'm going to go in. You all know how to make a double. If you don't know how to make a double, there's people to teach that. Okay, so I've got my double now, and that's all I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and just make a slip stitch. Okay, so now I have a loop here and a loop here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to make this loop just almost disappear. And then I'm going to do a chain 2, and I'm going to go into this right here, which is the first actual stitch after the chain 2 in the previous row. And I'm going to make my first double that way. So what I wind up with is the chain above the chain, above the chain, above the chain. The actual double crochet are lined up also. And on this side of the chains, the double crochet are lined up. And that way, the seam is not traveling. It's staying right put where it's meant to go. And so I'm pretty pleased with that, the way it's looking right now. And the only other thing I was going to show was the top side of this, which is where I joined. Sorry about the picture shaking. I just hit the stand. It's not a very sturdy stand. Trying really hard not to knock the camera over. This is where I did the join. Okay, so this right here. And all I really did, now you can kind of see this. Maybe not. That's the knot right there from the start. The first slip knot that I made, because I did foundation double crochet, and that starts with a chain. Now they will tell you do chain 4. I did chain 3. I like chain 3 better. If you like chain 4 better, I'm not going to come over there and check. Okay, so all I did then was I pulled quite tight on this, again pulling quite tight, so that this knot kind of gets buried in there. And it's slipped a little since I did that, because I've been handling it without fully tying it off, just because I wanted to be able to show it. It would be better if you tie it off at the beginning, but, or at, when you're done, before you start crocheting around it. Excuse me. But that's what I did here, and that's the tail from the start. And so what I'm going to do is just work it in. Just go in here a little bit, zip, 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 and make sure it's firm. But that's all there is to that. And so it doesn't look too bad. Actually, that's one advantage to this extremely variegated yarn is you can kind of hide a little bit of scrambled eggs in there without it showing like it does on a single color yarn. So there's a little bit of scrambled eggs in there, but don't worry about it. You don't see that. Okay, so that was all I was going to show, was how I did that join. So if you want to give this a try, have fun. The other video has written out and showing on the screen. All you have to do is look for part 1. Okay, bye-bye. Have fun.